Here's what consumerism asks of you. Work more than you want to, buy more than you need to, show it all off to people that don't care, then protect it, insure it, maintain it, and start all over again. That is the life as designed, not by you, but by corporations. You are the product. But what is the antidote to all of this? This video explores why less can mean more, why letting go might be the best thing you ever do, and why simplicity is a form of wealth most people never find. Diogenes of Sinope owned almost nothing. He lived in a ceramic jar on the streets of Athens. He had no career or reputation. He begged for food. By his own account, he was completely free. One day he saw a child scoop water from a stream with their bare hands, and he looked at the wooden bowl that he was carrying and then threw it away. He did not need it. Most of us move the other way. We accumulate. We fill our homes, our storage units, our lives with things we don't use and barely notice. Ownership comes with a hidden tax, however. You work and, for example, save and finally buy that Rolex. Then something shifts. Now you're afraid someone else will steal it. You're afraid to wear it in case it gets scratched. You bought the watch, but now the watch owns you. Minimalism is a counterculture to this consumerist cycle. Minimalism is the intentional practice of living with only what you genuinely need, stripping away excess, cutting the noise, focusing on what actually matters. Owning less, not more, is the path to freedom. This isn't new, it's cynicism, stoicism, Taoism, repackaged for the modern world, but the idea is ancient. Minimalists aren't people who own fewer things. They are people who've decided that pursuing more is not the same as pursuing better. Minimalism sounds simple, but there are two ways to get it wrong. The first is extreme self-denial. For example, when the young prince who would become the Buddha left his palace, he went to the other extreme. He barely ate, he refused all comfort, treated his body as the enemy, and it nearly killed him. Punishing yourself isn't wisdom. Deprivation is not freedom, it's just suffering with a philosophical label. True minimalism isn't about going below what you need, it's about not exceeding it. The second mistake is slightly subtler and far more common. Expensive emptiness. The bare, concrete apartment with one designer chair. The capsule wardrobe that costs more than most people earn in a month. Restraint as a status symbol. That's not minimalism, that's consumerism with better taste. The point is to stop measuring your worth by possessions altogether, not to curate them more carefully, and pass it off as some virtuous form of minimalism. Ownership is a human invention. Animals do not materially engage in it. We designed the concept, which means you get to decide how much you participate in it. The Tao Te Ching makes the point clearly. Display what you value, and others will want to take it. Accumulate wealth, and you'll spend your life gardening it. The super rich know this well. Gated communities, security systems, lawyers, the things that were supposed to bring freedom become a cage. Owning less inverts this completely. When you don't have much, you don't have much to lose. No keeping up, no guarding, just living. Thoreau proved it. He built a small cabin in the woods near Walden Pond and lived there with as little as he needed. His logic was simple. Keep your costs low, and you don't have to sell your time to cover them. Stop selling your time and you're actually free. The woods, the sky, the ocean are available to everyone. You don't have to own any of it to enjoy it. So where is the line? Not at Diogenes sleeping rough, not at the monk who starves himself, but not at the luxury apartment with one chair either. Epicurus thought harder about this than almost anyone. He mapped desire rather than chasing it. This is how he did it. Natural desires. Food, shelter, rest, connection are worth pursuing. They are finite, satisfiable. Once you have enough, the need stops. Vain desires, fame, status, limitless wealth have no ceiling. You can chase them forever and never arrive. The goal keeps moving, the cycle continues. His prescription? Focus on what satisfies, ignore what never will. And this, don't ruin what you have by fixating on what you don't. The things you take for granted now were once things you only hoped for. That's the daily practice. Consumerism ties your worth to accumulation, and accumulation never ends because it was never really about the things. The minimalist sees this clearly. Not a comfortable life, a diminished one, a life spent performing worth rather than experiencing it. The alternative isn't deprivation, it's clarity. When you stop signaling status through stuff, something settles. The pressure lifts, you stop comparing, you stop performing, you start living on your own terms. True wealth isn't what you've collected, it's what you no longer need. The ability to let go of status, of stuff, of the endless accumulation of more, that's what actually sets you free. As Thoreau put it, keeping yourself alive on this earth isn't a hardship, it can be something close to a pleasure, if you live simply and wisely. Most people never find out if that's true. Maybe it's worth trying. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.